George Little on lights, Eli Horton and Kyle Jensen with sound, Victoria Chinchuli and Megan Cannon, student choreographers, Sarah DeKnight, orphan wrangler, known as dance captain, and Jess Blanche, student director. Tonight's conductor is music director Don Smith. I am Heather Arders, the director of the musical, and we would like to remind you of some theater etiquette. Please no photography and videography. Only enter and exit the auditorium during applause and scene changes, and please stay in the auditorium until the final curtain call. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
okay, Molly? Annie's here.
It was our mama, Annie. We was riding on the ferry boat and she was holding me up to see all the big ships. And she was walking away, waving, and we couldn't find her nowhere, any place.
Blow. It was only a dream, you guys. Now, you gotta go back to bed. It's after 3 o'clock.
Annie, read me your note.
Again?
Please.
Oh gosh, here it comes again.
Sure, Maggie. Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie. She was
born on October 28th. We will be back to get her soon.
We had left half a silver locket around her neck and kept the other half.
So that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby.
My goodness, now they're laughing. All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out?
Gee, I do love having a mother and father again. But you're lucky. You really got them.
I know. Somewhere. Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house all hidden by a hill. She's sitting playing piano. He's sitting paying a bill. Betcha they're young. Betcha they're smart. Bet they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good. Why shouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So maybe now this time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Duffy.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, July.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Maggie.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Pepper.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Molly. Betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe they made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're strict, as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
What?
Annie, what are you doing?
I'm running away. Oh my goodness! My folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you.
And give me the paddle. I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay. I'm going. I'm ready now. Well, wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie.
Mom Bell. Good luck.
All right, here I go. I'm running away now. I'm ready.
Aha! I heard ya. I always hears ya. Get up in here. Get up, all of yas.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Turn around, Annie. I said turn around. There, now, what do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Rotten orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mom and dad left a note saying they love me and they're coming back for me.
Oh, that was 1920, sweetheart. This is 1933. Get up, all of you.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
What are you looking at, teeny? It's medicine.
You must be very sick.
Now, for this one, shenanigans, you'll clean up this dump and strip them beds for the laundryman.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
You'll get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now! Ah!
Go, Megan.
Why, any kid would ever want to be an orphan, I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treating, we get tricks. Instead of kisses, we get hits. It's a hard knock life. Got no folks to speak of, so it's a hard knock row. We hoe cotton blankets. Instead of wool, empty bellies. Instead of wool, it's a hard knock life.
Don't it feel like the wind is always howling? Don't it seem like there's never any light?
Once a day, don't you want to throw the towel in?
It's easier than putting up a fight. No one's there when your dreams at night get creepy. No one cares if you grow or if you shrink.
No one cries when your eyes get red and weepy.
From the crying, you would think this place is sing. Oh,
Empty belly life. Promise belly life. Full of sorrow life. No tomorrow life. Santa Claus we never see.
Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he?
No one cares for you, a smidge, when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. You'll stay up till this dump shines like the top of the Chrysler building. Yank the whiskers from her chin, jab her with a safety pin, make her drink a Mickey pin. I love you, Miss Hannigan. Get to work. Get them bits. I said get to work. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. No one cares for you, a snitch, when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's the hard knock life.
Good morning, childrens.
Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
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 You! What are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Get them out! You 2, your days are numbered. All right, kitties. Ow. Breakfast. Oh, no. You don't get hot much today. Get cold much. After breakfast, you'll get straight to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses that will be finished if you have to work straight through till midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up for the laundryman.
Laundryman.
Morning, Bundles.
Morning, kids. Clean sheets once a month whether you need them or not.
Morning, Bundles.
Hey, Aggie, how's the prettiest gal south of 18th Street?
Oh, Bundles. Still full of that same old malarkey. Come here, you big handsome brute. Say, Bundles, don't you want to know what I'm getting you for Christmas?
Aggie, what?
Egg foo young in Chinatown. All you can eat.
Egg for young for Christmas?
Mm-hmm. Say, Bundles, what are you getting me for Christmas?
What'd I get you last year?
Nothing.
Good, you're getting it again this year.
Get out of here with that damn laundry.
Merry Christmas, Bundles.
Merry Christmas, kids.
Annie, can you call this junk clean? Look at these floors. Annie? Annie?
Annie ain't here.
What do you mean? Annie here.
She just went with Mr. Bundles.
In the laundry bag. Bundles!
Police! Hard knock life for Annie. Hooray! Lucky kid, she's out there free, running free in NYC. Bet she finds her boots like that. Mom and Dad right off the bat. Lucky does she got away, but we're gonna have to pay. Gonna get our faces slapped, gonna get our knuckles wrapped. It's a hard knock life.
Yes, it is.
It's a hard knock life.
Yes, it is.
It's a hard knock life.
Yes, it is.
It's a hard knock life.
Apples, 2 for a nickel. Apples.
Excuse me, sir, but could you donate an apple to the orphans' picnic?
Sure, kid. Why not? No one's buying them anyway.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Say, kid, when is this orphan's picnic?
Soon as I take a bite. Aw, hey, here's one they didn't get. Oh, poor boy. Did they hurt you? They're after they, aren't they? Well, I ain't gonna let them get you or me. I'll take care of you, and everything's gonna be fine for the both of us. If not today, well, the sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come with me. Tomorrow, tomorrow, a day away.
Hey, you little girl. Come here.
Yes, officer?
That dog there. Ain't I seen him running around the neighborhood? Ain't he a stray?
A stray? Oh, no, officer, he's my dog.
Your dog, huh? So what's his name?
His name? Well, his name is Sandy. Right, that's it. Sandy. I call him Sandy, see, 'cause of his nice sandy color.
Sandy color. Okay, let's see him answer to his name.
Answer? You mean like when I call him?
That's right, when you call him, by his name. Sandy.
Wait, see, officer, I just got him, and sometimes he doesn't want to
Call
answer.
him.
Here's Sandy. Oh, good Sandy. Good old Sandy.
Huh. Well, I guess maybe he is your dog. But next time you take him out, I want to see him on a leash with a license, or else they take him to the pound and put him to sleep. Understand?
Yes, sir, I understand. On a leash and with a license.
Good. Now get out of here before you catch your death of cold in this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya tomorrow, you're always a day
for the penthouse.
Hey, Eddie, give me a hand.
Sure thing, beautiful.
Hey, look, we made colliers again.
Hooray!
In Hoover they trusted, and now they are busted by Westbrook Pegler. Thousands of once affluent Americans are now living in makeshift towns called Hoovervilles. How'd it go today, Al?
7 million people in this city. You can't sell one lousy apple.
And in New York City alone, there are over a dozen Hoovervilles. Riverside Drive, Central Park, and hey, look, here we are, 7th Avenue.
Hooray!
Today we're living in a shanty. Today we're scrounging for a meal. Today I'm stealing coal for fires.
I used to winter in the tropics.
I spend my summers at the shore.
I used to throw away the papers.
He don't anymore.
We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover, for really showing us the way. We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover. You made us what we are today. Prosperity was round the corner, the cozy cottage built for two. In this blue heaven that you gave us, yes, we're turning blue. They offered us Smith and Hoover. We paid attention and we chose. Not only did we pay attention, we paid through the nose.
In every pot he said a chicken. But Herbert Hoover, he forgot. Not only don't we have the chicken, we ain't got the pot. Hey, Herbie, you left behind a grateful nation. So Herbert, hats are off to you.
Our hats are off.
We're up to here with admiration. Come down and have a little stew. Come down and share some Christmas dinner.
Ho, ho, ho.
Be sure to bring the missus.
Bring the missus too. We got no turkey for our stuffing. Why don't we stuff you? We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover, for really showing us the way. You dirty rat, you bureaucrat, you made us what we are today. Come and get it, Herb.
Excuse me, folks, but did anybody here leave a red-headed kid at an orphanage 13 years ago?
No, I never seen a red-headed kid.
Madam is yours. Dinner is served.
Soup's on.
Hey, kid, you hungry?
Nah,
No? All right.
but my dog is.
Oh, come on, kid, and bring your dog, too.
Can I have a cup, please?
Here, have some of mine.
Call me Sophie.
I'm Annie, and this is Sandy.
Pleased to meet you. Eat your fill, honey.
Ugh,
Sure hits the spot, don't it?
Hey, kid, what are you doing out alone this time of night?
I'm looking for my mom and dad. They're lost.
Lost? And how long you been looking for him?
13 years.
Now that's lost.
Don't worry, kid, you'll find them.
You bet I'll find them.
Now there's something I haven't heard since about 1928.
What's that?
Optimism.
Yeah, what do we have to be optimistic about? Look at us. Life's a nightmare.
Well, you gotta have a dream
Traffic rattling overhead all night.
to wake you up from your nightmare.
Empty pockets,
At least you got pockets.
frozen fingers.
Lucky you got them empty pockets.
Newspapers for blankets?
You can read in bed.
You should have been a politician. You really got away with words. We should have had you on the ballot. Those other guys are for the birds.
All right, all you bums, out of here.
They're not bums.
We're tearing down this junk pile.
Hey, leave me alone. I live here.
Run, Sandy.
The kid got away.
All right, get in here. It's enough fresh air for 1 month. Come on. I'm not getting any younger. Move it. Do you want to just sleep outside? Come on. Yeah. Run. What do you got there?
Nothing, Miss Hannigan.
Liars. I said, what do you got?
A dead man.
Oh, shit.
Miss Hannigan,
What?
you know that shiny satin souvenir pillow you got from Coney Island?
Yeah.
Molly just threw up on it. Ha ha.
girls, everywhere I turn I can see them. Little girls, night and day I eat, sleep, and breathe them. I'm an ordinary woman with feelings. I'd like a man to nibble on my ear, but I'll admit, no man has bit. So how come I'm the mother of the year? Little teeth, everything around me is little. If I'd wring little necks, surely I would get an acquittal. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls. Shut up! How I hate little socks, little shoes, and each little bloomer. I'd have cracked years ago if it weren't for my sense of humor. Some night I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the blood, send the blue, anything that you can do to a little girl.
And now, CBS Radio brings to you the story of Ma Perkins. Ma's daughter, Faye, is going to marry Carl Michaels.
Oh, Carl, don't go back to Chicago.
On Friday, Carl did go back to Chicago, but no sooner had Carl left town. And then, Dr. Andrew Smith, who had been out of town.
Yeah, what do you want?
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan, is it?
Yeah, so what?
We found your runaway.
Oh, thank you so much, officer. Oh.
She was in one of them Hoovervilles over by the river with a bunch of bums.
They weren't bums.
Oh, my poor little Annie. Think of you out there all by yourself in only this thin little sweater. You could have gotten pneumonia. You could have died. Thank you so much, officer.
On the line of duty, ma'am. And you, don't let me ever hear that you run away again from this nice lady. Good afternoon, ma'am.
I am going to have your head for this. Well, are you glad you're back, sweetie?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
You liar. What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie. What's the one thing I always taught you, Annie?
Never tell a lie, Miss Hannigan.
For what you done, I could have gotten fired had the Board of Orphans sticking their noses in here where they're not wanted. Well, you'll pay for this. I swear to God you will. Strangle you.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What?
Oh, good. I'm Grace Farrell, and the New York City Board of Orphans suggested that I...
No, you see, it was just Annie who got mixed up in that laundry bag.
Miss Hannigan,
I know I should have called Mr. Donatelli instead of the cops, but...
Miss Hannigan, I'm sorry, but I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Oh. Look, Princess, if it's beauty products you're peddling, I don't need any. So you can just get out.
Miss Hannigan, I'm not peddling anything. I'm private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
Oliver Warbucks? The Oliver Warbucks?
The Oliver Warbucks.
My God, I read in Winchell's column he has more do-re-mi than John D. Rockefeller himself.
I wouldn't know. I don't read, Mr. Winchell. Miss Hannigan, Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home. And I'm here to select one for him.
You, sure wouldn't rather have a lady? I got 2 weeks coming. Okay, what sort of orphan does he want?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi, capital M-I, double S-I, double S-I, double P-I, Mississippi.
And cheerful.
Shut up! And how old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. Say 9 or 10. 11, 12, 13. Yes, 13 would be just perfect. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
Let me get this straight. You want a 13-year-old red-headed orphan? Let me check. Nope, don't got any orphans like that around here.
But what about this child right here?
Annie? Annie. You don't want Annie. She's a drunk. And a liar. Honey, Annie's a drunk and a liar.
Yes, I'm sure she's a drunk and a liar. Annie, come here. Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
I'd love to. I'd really love to.
Now, I'm sorry, you can have any orphan that you want except for Annie.
Why?
I just told you she's a drunk.
I assume, Miss Hannigan, that this has something to do with all that business with the laundry bag and the police. Perhaps I should call Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans and sign it.
Well, if it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
Oh, boy.
Now, if you'll just get her coat, I'll take her along right now.
What would she do with a coat?
All right, then we'll buy her one.
Oh, boy.
We'll go to Macy's and buy you a warm winter coat. Now come along, dear. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
Oh, boy, I can hardly believe it.
She can hardly believe it.
Hey, kids, guess what? I'm getting out for Christmas. I'll write to you. Bye.
Good day, Miss Hannigan, and season's greetings.
Season's greetings. Someday I'll land in a nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. There I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of little girls.
Ah, good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake. Everyone.
Miss?
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, miss, but I called Teacher Bro and his plane landed at 3:30, so we're expecting him any minute now.
Do you really live here? Or is this a train station?
We really live here. Now, Mrs. Greer, has the carpet been put down in the dining room?
Yes, miss.
And has the Steinway been tuned?
Yes, miss.
Everything's in order, miss. Mrs. Pugh has prepared his favorite dinner.
Fine.
It'll be good to see Mr. Warbucks again.
Yes, 6 weeks is a long time.
Yes, miss.
Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone, quickly!
Everyone, this is Annie. She'll be with us for the next 2 weeks. For Christmas.
Miss?
Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear.
Gee, I really love my new coat, Miss Barrel.
I'm glad, dear. Now, Annie, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them and then I'll get to the windows.
Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning while you're here.
I won't?
No, of course not. You're our guest, and for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your clothes.
Green is her best color. No, blue, I think.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Green.
Soap? No bubbles, I think.
Annette comes in to make your bed.
The silk, those satin sheets, I think. I think I'm gonna like it here.
The swimming pool is to the left.
Inside the house? Oh boy!
The tennis court is in the rear.
I never even picked up a racket.
Have an instructor here at noon. Oh, and get that done, Fudge Fellow, if he's available.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Pugh comes to take it away. No need to pick up any toy.
That's okay, I haven't got any anyway.
Aww.
No finger will you lift, my dear. We have but one request. Please put us to the test.
I know I'm gonna like it here. Used to room in a tomb where I'd sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow. Could someone pinch me, please? Ow!
He didn't mean it. We've never had a little girl.
We've never had a little girl. We've never had a little girl.
I'm very glad to volunteer.
We hope you understand. Your wishes I command. We know you're gonna like it. Welcome!
Delay 6 weeks. Where the hell is everybody? Hello?
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
It's good to be home.
How was your flight from Chicago, sir?
Not bad. Took 11 hours. And we only had to land 4 times. Now, first things first. Has that painting arrived from Paris?
Yes, sir. They're just about to hang it right now, sir.
Ah, yes. No, I don't think so. Grace?
Yes, sir.
Messages.
Yes, sir. President Roosevelt. He wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow. Anyone else?
John D. Rockefeller, Mahatma Gandhi, and Harpo Marx.
Nothing urgent. What did Harpo want?
He didn't say.
Wait a minute. Maybe I could learn to live with this thing. Hang it in the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
I want my smoking jacket and brown velvet pants.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Warbucks, I'd like
Oh,
you
and
to
Mrs. Pugh.
Yes, sir?
I won't be having dinner tonight. I've got hours of paperwork to get through.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, I'll need you for dictation.
Yes, sir.
All right, it was good to see you all again.
Sir?
Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
Grace, if you'll get your notebook and... Who is that?
This is Annie, sir. The orphan who'll be with us for the Christmas holidays.
The orphan? But that's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, sir. You just said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Oh. Well, I suppose she'll have to do... Annie, huh? Annie what?
Sir?
What's your last name, child?
I'm just Annie, sir. Mr. Warbucks, I haven't got a last name that I know of.
So you're just Annie, huh?
Just Annie. I'm sorry that I'm not a boy.
I don't suppose you'd like to meet Lou Gehrig.
Oh, boy, sure. Who's Lou Gehrig?
I couldn't be happier that you'll be spending Christmas with us. Grace, we'll start on the figures from the iron ore shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
Well, it is her first night here, sir.
Oh, it is? Well, Annie, your first night here, I guess we ought to do something special for you. Why don't you sit down? Would you like to go to a movie?
Oh, boy, sure. I mean, I've heard a lot about them, but I've never been to one.
Never?
No, sir.
Well, we'll have to do something about that right away. And nothing but the best for you, Annie. You'll go to the Roxy. And then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's and a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly.
Grace, forget about dictation for tonight. We'll do it first thing in the morning. Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Aw, gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
No, sir, it's just... Aw, gee.
No, child, what is it? You don't want to go to the Roxy?
No, I want to, it's just... Well, I thought you were going to take me.
Me? Oh, I'm afraid I'll be far too busy tonight.
Aw, gee.
Annie, you see, I've just been away for 6 weeks, making an inspection tour of my factories. Or what's left of my factories with this damn depression. $5 billion corporation.
Oh, sure. I know. That's okay, Mr. Warbucks.
Excuse me, sir. Bernard Baruch calling.
Good. Hello, Bonnie. Yes, I just got in an hour ago. No, Detroit and Chicago. Bonnie, I didn't like what I saw out there. Factory shut down. My factory shut down. You darn tootin', if I'm not making money, nobody is. And damn it, Barney, your pal Roosevelt has got to do something drastic. He needs to come up with a new plan, a new approach, a new something. Yes, I know he's a Democrat, but he's a human being, too. Yes. Come over here tonight, and I'll show you the... We can talk about the... Barney, make it tomorrow. Tonight I got a date to go to the movies with a 10-year-old girl.
13.
I was mistaken, Barney. She's 13. Bye, Barney. Drake.
Yes, sir.
Coates.
Yes, sir.
Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir, but will you be taking the Bentley or the Duesenberg?
The Duesenberg. No, wait. This child's been cooped up in an orphanage. We'll walk.
Very well, sir.
Walk? To the Roxy?
Sure. Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Ah, smell that? Marvelous. Fifth Avenue bus fumes. There's no air quite like the air of New York. And you don't realize how much you miss it. The whole damn city, until you've been away from it for a while. It's like the man says, after New York, every place else is Pittsburgh. NYC. What is it about you? You're big, you're loud, you're tough. NYC. I go years without you, and I can't get enough of cab drivers answering back in language far from pure. Enough of frankfurters answering back. Hey, brother,
You know you're in NYC. Too busy, too crazy, too hot, too cold, too late. I'm sold again on NYC.
Come on, you slowpokes. We gotta get to the Roxy before the prices change.
NYC. The shadows at sundown that scrape the sky. NYC, the rich and the rundown, the big parade goes by.
What other town
Has the Empire State and a mayor 5'2"? No other town in the whole 48 can have compared to you. Oh, NYC.
You make them all postcards.
You crowd, you cram,
You're still the champ.
Amen for NYC.
The shimmer of Times Square,
The pulse.
the beat, the drive.
You might say that I'm square, but damn, I come alive. The city's bright as a penny arcade.
It blinks, it tilts, it rings. To think that I've lived here all of my life and never seen these things.
Oh, NYC, the whole world keeps coming.
By bus, by train,
You can't
explain their yet for
NYC. Just got here this morning. $3, 2 bags, 1 me. NYC. I give you fair warning. A very light. I'll be. Go ask the Gershwins or Kaufman and Hart, the place they love the best. Though California pays big for their art, their fan mail comes addressed to NYC. Tomorrow a penthouse, that's way up high. Tonight, why not? It's NYC.
NYC. Your standing room only. You crowd, you cram, you're still the champ. Amen for
Hey! Keep it quiet out here!
Popcorn. What do you say to some popcorn? I haven't had popcorn since. Give in, don't fight. Good girl, good night. Sleep tight in NYC.
The big red letters stand for the Jello family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jello family. That's Jello, yum, yum, yum. Jello puddings, yum, yum, yum. Jello tapioca puddings, yes, sirree.
And now we bring to you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove for herself in life what so many women long to prove. That because a woman is 35 or more, romance in life need not be over. That romance can live at 35 and after.
Oh, merciful God, I hope so.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Oh, yeah, Farrell. What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Annie already.
Oh, no. On the contrary, Mr. Warbucks is delighted with Annie, and Annie's having the time of her life.
How nice.
Yes, she and Mr. Warbucks are practically inseparable. They go everywhere together, to the Roxy, to the Stock Exchange. Oh, and guess where they had lunch yesterday?
The Waldorf?
The Automat.
The Automat?
And she just loves her new coat. She never takes it off.
Ew, never?
Never. Now, I know you're busy and all, Miss Hannigan, but this has to be signed and sent back to Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans by no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Wait, what for?
Well, because Mr. Warbucks is so delighted with Annie that... Guess what?
What?
He wants to adopt her!
He what? Warbucks wants to adopt Annie. Annie's going to be the daughter of a millionaire?
Oh, no, no, no. The daughter of a billionaire.
A billionaire?
And Mr. Warbucks asked me to come by in person and tell you that Annie won't be coming back here ever.
Ever? My. Isn't this just wonderful news? Billionaire. Would you just excuse me for 1 second? You got any more wonderful news, Cupcake?
Well, I told you about the coat, didn't I?
Oh, you told me about the coat.
Well then, good afternoon, Miss Hannigan. And Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Oops. Pardon me, Blondie. What? Hi, sis. Long time no see.
Rooster. Dear God, it never rains, but it pours. I finally let you out of Leavenworth, huh?
Yeah, I got 6 months off for good behavior.
What'd they say you did this time, Rooster?
Some old geezer from Yonkers said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Why'd he say that?
Because the rooster swindled him out $1,100.
Well, sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. From
Jersey City.
Jersey City. Miss Lily St. Regis.
I'm named after the hotel.
What floor?
Don't you just love Lily, sis?
Oh yeah, I'm nuts about it, Rooster. Now do me a favor, take St. Regis and get the hell out of here.
Oh, come on, sis.
Looking for another handout, are you, Rooster?
Nah, I got $80 coming in the mail on Thursday. So all I need is 10 to tide me over.
Uh-huh. Not even a nickel for the subway, Rooster.
A $5, Aggie?
Huh, I gotta laugh. You, Mr. Big Shot, gonna be living in Clover. Look at you now.
This ain't exactly Buckingham Palace.
Oh yeah? I'd say I'm doing pretty good myself. Living on the city, free food, free electric. Say that's pretty okay myself.
Sis, you're doing like I'm doing.
Well, Z.
Oh, Aggie, how'd the two Hannigan kids ever end up like this? On the skids. I remember the way our sainted mother would sit and croon us her lullaby.
She say, kids, there's a place that's like no other. You gotta get there before you die.
You don't get there by playing from the rulebook.
Haha, no. You stack the aces.
You load the dice. Mother dear, oh, we know you're down there listening. How can we follow your sweet advice to Easy Street? That's right, Easy Street. Where you sleep till noon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She'd repeat Easy Street. Better get there soon. So Aggie, who's that hot tamale I bumped into when I come in? Looked like she had a couple of dollars, huh?
She was the personal secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire? No, Oliver Warbucks the millionaire!
You dumb hotel.
Hey.
She works for him up in his mansion on 5th Avenue.
5th Avenue. Warbucks don't live on 5th Avenue.
Where does he live? Oh yeah.
Easy Street. Easy Street. Where the rich folks play.
Where they play all day.
Move them feet to Easy Street. When you get there, stay. So Aggie, what that dame want anyways?
She told me the wonderful news that Annie, dear God, I hate that kid so much. Annie's gonna be adopted by Warbucks. Gonna have everything.
Crummy orphan, living in the lap of luxury. It ain't fair.
No, it ain't fair.
It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets Warbucks.
The little brat.
It ain't fair. This here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, this little lady,
to getting more bucks
instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
Tell her.
Give you one guess.
Yes!
Easy Street. Easy Street. Annie is the key. Yes, sorry, yes, sorry, yes, sorry.
Woo!
Easy Street, Easy Street, that's where we're gonna be. That's where we're gonna be.
Yes? Yes? Yes, Mr. President. I'll grant you that Barney Baruch and I are not exactly standing on bread lines, yet. No, I am not asking for your help. I have never asked for any man's help, and I never will. But I'm telling you that you better do something and do it damn fast. Yes, we'll talk about it on
Friday.
Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet, and you come here for supper Christmas Eve with Mrs. Roosevelt on your way to Hyde Park. Wonderful. Bye, Mr. President. If I had known he was going to say yes, I never would have asked him. Grace, call Al Smith and find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
And make a note. Friday morning, 11 a.m. Meeting at the White House with President Roosevelt.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's?
Yes, sir. Arrived this morning, sir.
Good. I'm going to give this thing to her and then tell her that I want to adopt her. Where is Annie?
She's upstairs in her room, sir, writing another letter to her friends at the orphanage. I'll have Drake call her.
Fine.
You don't have to be nervous, sir. She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Damn right she is. And I'm not nervous. Get her down here.
Yes, sir. Drake, Mr. Warbucks will see Annie now.
Miss Annie, Mr. Warbucks will see you now.
Thank you, Mr. Drake.
Hello, Annie. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you, sir?
Fine. Annie, the time has come for the two of us to have a very serious discussion.
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Of course not. Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
Sure.
I was born into a very poor family, in what they call Hell's Kitchen, right here in New York. Both of my parents died by the time I was 10, and I made a promise to myself. Someday, one way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
By the time I was 23, I'd made my first million. Then in 10 years, I turned that into 100 million. And in those days, that was a lot of money. Annie, the only thing I've ever given a damn about is making money. And I might as well tell you, I was ruthless to those I had to climb over to get to the top. Because I've always believed one thing. You don't have to be nice to those you meet on your way up, if you're not coming back down again. But lately I've realized something. No matter how many Rembrandts or Duesenbergs you got, if you're all alone, if you've got no one to share them with, then you might as well be broken back in Hell's Kitchen. Annie, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Sure.
Good.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I guess not.
Annie, I was in Tiffany's yesterday and I bought this thing for you. Had it engraved.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. You're so nice to me. Aw, gee.
It's a silver locket. I noticed that old broken one you always wear, and I thought, I'm gonna get that kid a nice new locket.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Thank you very much.
Here, we'll just take this old one off and...
No, please don't make me take my locket off. I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket. My mom and dad left it with me when they left me at the orphanage, and there was a note, too. And oh, sure, I know, being here with you for Christmas, I'm real lucky, but, I don't know how to say it. The one thing I want in all the world, more than anything, is to find my mother and father and be like other kids with folks of my own.
Annie, it'll be all right. I'll find them for you. I'll find your parents for you.
Baby.
I'll get her a brandy.
It's going to be all right.
Miss Annie, you just see. There's anyone who can find your parents. Mr. Warbucks is the man.
Don't you worry, dear. Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father. If he has to put everyone on his organization on the job. If he has to pull every political string there is to pull. Up to and including the White House.
The League of Nations.
If he should need the FBI
all the favors that he's done. J. Edgar Hoover owes him one. And then the midnight oil gets burned till not a stone is left unturned. He will search everywhere and he'll find them, I swear. No, you won't be an orphan for long. Where other men would call it quits and disappear, he'll use his fortune and his wits. Never fear. Cross the street or cross the sea, any sweet we guarantee that you won't be an orphan. No, you won't be an orphan for long.
J. Edgar! Warbucks! I want 50 of your best G-men. A day, a week, months, for however long it takes. Just put them on vacation and I'll pay for it. I'll pay all costs. Fine. When can I have them? Tomorrow morning? Good. Oh, and Jay, I want Ness. We'll just take them off the Capone case. Hip, hip, hooray!
Tomorrow morning it begins. I'm with the man who always wins. Trust in him and he'll prove mountains easily move. No, you won't be an orphan. No, you won't be an orphan for long.
Annie, give me your locket.
Mr. Warbucks, I told you.
I understand, but it could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace where it was bought, and then find out who bought it.
Okay. Maybe they should have my note, too.
You watch, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father within a couple of days.
Really?
Really.
Oh, boy! I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
And Mr. Warbucks says I'll be meeting my folks within a couple of days. So, maybe now this time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby.